We were talking about grass.
Right.
Now we're talking about these cool.
Yeah, colorful gardens. Are easy to do in high summer. You look around, everything's looking flat. But I just went through the nursery and picked out a bunch of plants that are looking great in the middle of summer, August, and things are looking good. First thing I like to start out with is this beautiful plant called Hydrangea paniculata. The old-time favorite a lot of times was PG hydrangea, but this is a new hybrid. And it produces flowers all summer long, and it reblooms. But just look at that right there. The plant gets around 6 to 10 feet tall, and then it holds its flowers all summer long, and they'll kind of fade to chartreuse and then russet. A great cut flower, Hydrangea paniculata limelight, is one of the top plants for the summer. It doesn't have to be boring just because it's hot. Here's a hibiscus right here. This is a satin series, but the hibiscus shaped flower. But this is a cold hardy hibiscus. It can actually take it down into low, probably around 10 degrees, and without being damaged. It is deciduous, but high summer, repetitive blooming. It's a great plant, disease free. You can see it's not no insects, no fungus on it, just loaded with buds. Here's a small rose called Oh So Easy. This is an English variety of the knockout roses, but a very small flower. But once people got off this idea of spraying roses a lot, they're looking for disease-free roses that produce flower. And this is one that does great. It's called Paprika. Flowers all summer long.
And they can handle the heat.
Handle the heat. Look, we have overhead irrigation on our shrubs. So it really, it's a great growing environment for fungus and insects, but there's no disease on it, handling the heat, no problem. Here's a sedum called Autumn Joy. The name, it's going to look great in autumn. Beautiful foliage, no fragrance yet. But
I'm smelling something. I'm trying to figure out where it's coming from.
It's a Rose Sharon maybe, but this one here is going to slightly turn pink and then turn a russet color. Then it's deciduous. But this is an easy plant to take care of. All these are really easy to take care of.
They look good. I mean, they look
right.
original.
They look crisp, clean, producing flowers on a low amount of effort. Here's one of the newer roses put out. It's Carefree Wonder, but this is a beautiful kind of a peachy color drift rose. Excuse me, this is a drift rose. Tiny, but again, foliage is crisp, clean, not all tore up by black spot, not tore up by fungus. I used to have a garden of 300 roses, so I know what this is about. Salvia is another great plant that blooms all summer. A light cutback in June, a light cutback now. Flowers, this is Mystic Spires. This is the one you got to have, definitely, if you love this blue color. In the middle of summer, Rudbeckias are king. Here, because this is a plant that you can have for 15 years.
I feel like you see a lot of these.
Right, and you know how easy this is? Once it flowers, you can take the cut flowers, put them in make a dried arrangement, but run the lawnmower over them. That's how easy it is. Put the lawnmower on 4 inches. When it's winter, just turn that boy over. Take out your anger over there. Put some fertilizer in the spring. A great plant. Rudbeckias are tough. When you see the name Rudbeckia, you can depend on it to be a good flower. Here's a new variety called Henry Ayers. It has a little different coloring on it. It's more red, and it has a fluted petal. A little taller, getting around 4 to 5 feet tall. You don't have to have a huge perennial garden, but a little spot of color here, a little spot of color there. You can have annuals. Place those out in your landscape, get them in your garden, so it doesn't have to be boring all the time.
I think we got time for one more.
Mardi Gras. This is a great helium, but this has been flowering for 3 months straight. What a great plant. Rich colors. It doesn't bleach out in the middle of the sun. Likes a little on the moisture retentive soil. A little fertilizer, cut back, deadhead, and you're in business all summer long.
And all these so distinctive. They all
distinctive, right? And these are easy.
Yeah, well, that's the important thing.
Right, exactly.
For me, at least.
Right.
For more information about all of this, all these gardening tips, go on to Larry'sGardens.com.